Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. How welcome back to Gwent. Do you remember that like weather monsters deck? I've been tweaking that a lot. I've played with it shit tons. So what we're going to get rid of is the frosts because the Wild Hunt Hounds spawn those now. I've added frosts. I've taken some other stuff out, and I think this is good. None of this is worth the risk of picking up one of the 3 foglets or 2 biting frosts again. He's playing Nilfgaard. We have 2 weather removals, which is a bit greedy against Nilfgaard. Like, I've never played a Nilfgaard deck that's put down more than 1 weather, really. But we should see how this goes.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
So depending on what he grabs here, a Biting Frost or... Yeah, because a Biting Frost gets everything. Whereas the Fog only gets the 6 drop. So now he's draining for 4 per turn. And that's really sick. He's looking for the Weather Clay card if he has it.
Now, how did that incantation go?
At least that's what I think he's digging for. Yeah, there it is. Nilfgaard has a exceptional ability to just funnel through its deck and pick out the exact answers it wants. So a Fog here isn't bad. We could spawn another Biting Frost. So if you think about it logically, Fog gives us 2 followed by 4. Because it'll be 7, so they'll both be 5. But he can just keep buffing that. So I think we're actually going to Dagon for another Frost. Which is not a very common play with this deck. But we do have 2 sources of Fog in my hand. And we've gotten rid of the Neca Warriors because they're... I don't know, they just feel a bit bad.
Of course, as you wish, master.
If he's got another weather clearing card, we're in trouble. That's perfect. Okay, maybe not. Normally we have this card, Seleno Harpy. Either way, the Harpy really counters the cow carcasses, but we don't have that on us at the minute. We could Imlerith to just kill the brigade flat out. I think that's a pretty sick play to do that, but I also quite like fogging his back row to get foglets out of my deck. And if he didn't have a weather answer before, he's not going to have one now. This front row is continuing to bleed, which is quite good. I think we just leave that to bleed, put down a golem. We lose 5 from that, but he's losing 4, 6 total. If he passes here, that's really bad. But if he plays here, it's also really bad. Because if he passes, we win the round using 1 card, and we still have golems that shit out mini golems next round. But if he doesn't pass, he's going to lose 4 here from the 2 3s, and 4 here from all of those.
Your humble servant.
So he's basically dancing with an 8-point swing. Dropped it to a 6-point swing. Killing the golem's interesting. Buffing these is annoying. I feel like I should have Imlerith to killed one of them earlier. But, you live and learn, I guess. Technically this is only a 2-point swing, but I kind of want the stuff in the next round. If we put down Orkfist, things get very awkward for us. Imlerith could absolutely nuke one of his dudes. Putting down another Earth Elemental kind of fucks us. He hasn't played any weather yet, but that doesn't mean he's not going to. This wipes out his back row. I think we're going to wipe out his back row. We have equal cards, except his shit's bleeding to death. Well, we're also going to bleed by 2. He's going to bleed by 4 next turn.
Hail, Kertzer!
Wow, those are some big buffs. So he's not playing Resilience, because he's pointing it at that golem, which means he wants to buff the golem. If he was playing Resilience, he would have put it on that to make it like 20 something. I think this will be our biggest Imlerith swing of the game, though. It's our final chance to get a big one, if you know what I mean. So I think we're going to bash this. It also signals Scorch to the opponent. Make him think that we're going to Scorch him. Equal cards, we're ahead. He's still bleeding for 3 a turn.
Now, how did that incantation
We're
go?
ahead here. Not by lots, but... Ooh, wow, that was big. If we play that, we're still ahead. Okay, here we go. Now stuff's interesting. Because we can pass here, and he's going to take 4. And then he has to choose if he's going to win with 2 cards or draw. I think that's fine. Given the circumstance of how awkward it is to play in all of this fire. You could pass here and play a final round where we're both drawing 1-1. He's probably going to play to win with 2 cards. But that should end very badly for him. Hopefully. What are we going to lose? We're going to lose 7. He's going to lose 3. So, but if he plays anything, basically, he's fine.
I shall do as you command.
Alright, what's he putting back? Let's pay attention here. Nothing? He didn't put anything back. That's very weird. Alright, we do not want the Frightener. If we've lost the first round and it all comes down to this, we do not want Frightener. Frost is not much better than Frightener, but... Okay. So he's going to lose this round, pick up Ciri, and he'll basically be back on track. We need to play big here because we can't afford to let him pass and make us play another card. Alright, that's fine. So we go into the final round 1 card ahead, but we'll be playing first, so we have the card advantage, but tempo-wise, it's basically equal. I think we get rid of the Biting Frost here, it's the most useless card. We were rewarded with a Harpy, so... We have 6, he has 5, let's see how it goes. It should end badly for him, because we can start with an Ockfist, and if he can't answer it, it's going to get awkward. He's also used 2 of his Brigades, and they're like the biggest cards in his deck. But he hasn't played any golds apart from Rag, so he probably has that bullshit Tibor 25 drop. Because somebody at CDPR thought it was balanced to have a card worth 25 and then just give me a bronze card. But that's not how that works.
Because
even if the bronze is worth 15, which it never would be, Tibor's still worth 10, and that's
Hail
just a ball
Kerzer.
like, and you can't scorch it, you can't interact with it. We could half it. We could half this. That would be sick, but I think we're just gonna wait and see. We can start bleeding it. He hasn't answered any weather as of yet, but we kind of want the Foglets for like a last play of the game. But on the other hand, if he has the answer, he has the answer. Bleeding him now would be quite nice. It'd get lots of rounds of bleeding on him.
Don't make me laugh.
Alright, so we get another round of bleeding. We'll just play a card that's shielded. Make sure to play it on the right so that the Harpy eggs have a chance to trigger it if they die somehow. So we're on equal cards with 14 points ahead, and at some point we're going to pick up Ockfist to really push home how far ahead we are. That's scary.
What you've got.
He'll stammered foot it though. So we're technically behind now, boys. We can half that though, so we're not doing too badly. We'll save that for Rot Tosser if he has it. If he plays Rot Tosser, I think it's too late. But we'll protect this row from Rot Tosser. I guess I'm more worried about weather. It's probably too late for both. He answered the Ockfist. So we'll have to see if he has an answer for this. Because he's 6 points behind and we're on equal cards. Technically he's 8 because of another fog cycle. So he needs 8. He needs to beat 15 points in one card. Tibor would do it if he has Tibor. That is his third gold, and he does have 2 cards in his deck. Depending on what bronze he draws me. If Tibor draws me a bronze, it does another damage to the medic, because I get another turn of fog. But I think we lose to that guy. Okay, he's fine. Yeah, we just play this anywhere and we win. Nice. I really like this improvement to the deck with like more frosts and more dragging stuff out of the deck. I feel like I might try Crones in it, but I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. But at the minute, I'm climbing quite well. I should be, well, 2 more games and I'm rank 12. Hype. See you around.